Hello everyone, Carlo here. Welcome to today's episode. And for today's vlog, we're going to do a bunch of things. First, I'm going to give you guys an update on one of my favorite sneakers that I picked up this year, which is the Nike Air Max 2090. So I did an initial review of that. I'll put the link down below, but I want to give you guys an update based on my experience wearing it for a couple of weeks now. And apart from that, I will also be unboxing a new watch that I bought recently, and I'm super excited with it because it has my favorite colors. So obviously it is a Seiko. I am a big Seiko fan, and this one has black and orange, which is my favorite color blocking or color styling. Obviously it's the color of my merch. So anyway, if that interests you, let's go. By the way, before we get started, let me just say that we are doing a giveaway. We're raffling away a bunch of gadgets or sneakers, depending on what you feel like getting. All you have to do, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, join our Facebook community, and then click the link in the description box. Watch that video because the rest of the mechanics can be found there. In Tagalog, click nyo yung link na nasa description box kasi nandun ang buong mechanics. Go! Okay, so let's start with the update. So I've been wearing this for a couple of weeks now. Well, mostly in-house or every time I would go outside. And to those who don't know, again, this is the Nike Air Max 2090. Recently came out, and Nike said when they came out with the video talking about the sneaker was that this was supposed to be like the iconic shoe for the new generation. Now, what are my thoughts after wearing it for a few days or for a few weeks? First, it is severely underrated in terms of comfort. I feel like a lot of other reviewers said that it wasn't as good, but personally, I don't know if it's my feet or I just really like it. I mean, I love the combination of the foam plus the air unit here at the back. I feel that it's seamless. I feel that it's comfortable. I love the cushioning. I love the breathability. I love the roomy upper. I mean, there's nothing about it that I really don't like. And I feel that it's more stable because my problem with the Air Max 270 React, for example, like this one, and I talked about this in my earlier review, is that it tends to become unstable for some reason, and you can even say, I can even feel that even more with the React Presto. So the great thing about, well, the Nike Air Max 2090, in my opinion, is that it gives more support. Because this part, the foam, is not too mushy. It's not ridiculously soft to the point where it causes instability. So I really like the shoe. In fact, of all the Air Maxes that have come out recently, this is easily my favorite. And I'm currently working on a Nike ID custom version of this because I really love the silhouette. It really is one of my favorite sneakers for the year. And I know it's not a popular, decision. It's not a popular thing because, like what I said earlier, not a lot of people like it. But hey, like what we said in Filipino, like what we say in Filipino, walang basagan ng trip, or to each his own. So ultimately, yeah, for me, if you ask me subjectively, I love the shoe. Highly recommend it to people who probably have the same wide, flat feet as me. But yeah, I love the shoe. 2 thumbs up. I'll put a link down below if ever you want to buy it from the Nike website, Nike Philippines website. Again, they also have Nike by You over there, so you can actually customize it depending on what you feel like. Like this shoe. This one, I did a custom off, which is the Nike Air Max React 270 ENG. So this one is black and orange. Take a look at the back. This one says 1. The other one says 7, so 7 to 1, which is obviously the merch brand that we have. So yeah, so that's it for the quick update on the Nike Air Max 2090. Now let's get to the unboxing of the sneaker, or of the watch that is actually inspired by the shoe. So I went out and looked for that watch and bought it after I customized this sneaker. Before we get to the watch unboxing, I think it's only fitting that we do a watch of the day. So I am actually wearing the Seiko Bape Diver's watch. So this one is in black camo, so which is the recent release. So you guys can see it has the Bape camo design at the dial and also along the strap. I really like this watch, one of my favorite ones, super easy to wear, and it's a combination of, well, 3 things that I love, which is Seiko watches, obviously, Bape, which represents streetwear, and of course, a little bit of hype. Now, this is probably the best time to give a quick shout out to our sponsor for today's video. Of course, I'm talking about Rose Gold and Black. Rose Gold and Black is a premium men's accessories brand that specializes in beaded bracelets, rings, necklaces, and a bunch of other awesome accessories. So if you want to level up your style, if you want to, wear something different, you might want to check them out. And the awesome news is that they're having their end of financial year sale for Australia. So that's like 25% sale across the entire store for everybody, including you guys here in the Philippines. So make sure that you click the link down below and also use the code Carlo so that you get an additional 10% off. Rose, Gold, and Black. So fam, for our unboxing for today, we have the Seiko Prospex Twilight Blue limited edition watch. So this is inspired by the Malta Sunset. So just by the thought of it, you already get like that pop of orange and twilight and blue, and the watch really delivers the moment you take it out of the box. So this is your typical Seiko Prospex box. You have multiple layers, and if we remove the cover, you have your manuals and your warranties and all that stuff. And bam, take a look at how gorgeous that watch is, guys. Amazing. So the dial, man, the crown, the face, everything is just mind-blowingly cool. And I love the color combinations. So the bezel and dial is actually the Twilight Blue color, again inspired by the sunset on the Isle of Malta. And like what I mentioned earlier, you have that orange at the top, which just looks friggin' amazing. So in terms of bracelets, it comes with two. You can use this one, which is the default, or you can use the rubber strap thing over here. I probably prefer to keep it like this, but I'll test it out with different looks in the coming days or in the coming months ahead. Super happy to finally add this to my Seiko watch collection. Ever since I saw it, I just fell in love with it. I think it's the color combination that struck me. I mean, there are just some things when you see them online or when you see them in person, they just capture you, they just captivate you, and it just talks to you in a very personal way. And I think that's how art works in a way, because when you look at paintings, some people don't get it, but some people just get it. And this one, man, this one is really just a watch that was made for me. Ganon, no? But anyway, so yeah, this one is also, I think, a European exclusive. So I think it's one of the few Seikos that I think some Japanese people would probably want to get. And this, I think, came out like a couple of years back. And yeah, I'm just really thrilled to have it in my collection. Just a few things that we have to talk about. This one is 44 wide. Actually looks a bit smaller though. It's not too chunky and not too big on the wrist. You don't see the Prospex logo anywhere, which I really like because it puts emphasis on the Twilight dial and it gives it some sort of like vintage look, which I am really loving. And also, it also features a Zaratsu polished case, a technique that really guarantees a really good mirror finish for the watch. In terms of production, there are only 2,019 pieces of this watch, retailing at 1,200 euros, but you can probably get it right now for maybe around 50, 60, 70,000 pesos, depending on where you try to buy it, because it is kind of hard to find these days. Obviously, guys, I'm not a professional watch reviewer, so don't expect like the best kind of watch reviews right now. I'm learning, I'm working on it, studying it. So hopefully in the next few months, you get to see better watch content, better shots, better analysis, better technique when it comes to me talking about watches. But for now, I just wanted to unbox it and share with you because I really fell in love with the watch when I saw it online, and I'm just super thrilled to finally have it in my watch collection for, well, today. So yeah, that's actually it for our quick vlog for for this Sunday. We did look again, or we took a second look at the Nike Air Max 2090, and we also talked about, of course, Rose Gold and Black, and we ended it by doing a quick unboxing of a watch that I've been looking for so long now, which is again the Seiko Prospex Twilight Blue, yeah, Twilight Blue, or Malta Sunset. Guys, that's it for the vlog for today. To all the dads watching this episode, happy Father's Day to you. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the love. And to all of you who still have your dads, I lost my dad, passed away a couple of years ago. If there's one thing I will tell you is that you never know the value of somebody until they're gone in your life, because that's when you realize how much they meant to you and how much they contributed to your life, be it past or present. So while you still have your fathers, while you still have your dads, while they're still alive, I'd encourage you to take advantage of every day that you have with them. Tell them that you love them, give them a hug. If you want to give them a present, go ahead. Let them know that you appreciate them and that you appreciate them for being in your life, okay? Because you never know when the day comes when they'll be gone. So it would be good for you to express as much as you can while they're still here. And with that said, peace, God bless, what's up, boom.